The mahogany table stretched between us like a runway for judgment. Mom's nails, lacquered plum, ticked against her wine stem. As she inventoried the Sunday spread with that appraising realtor gaze, she turned on everything. Dad sat at the head, phone face up by his plate, chewing and scrolling. My brother Caleb lounged with a practiced winner's smile. "So, Nora," Mom began, voice sunny and sharp. "Still shuffling numbers at that little firm?" I sipped water. "Something like that." "It's been what, 7 years?" Caleb said. "Most people would be partners by now, or at least past entry level." "I'm not entry level," I said, cutting into my salmon. Dad finally looked up. "But you're still an employee. At your age, I owned 3 buildings." "That's the point," Mom said. "Real estate is tangible. You can touch it. What do? Shuffle pixels? Gamble?" "I manage investments." Caleb laughed. "Fancy word for middleman. Know what my bonus was last quarter? 400 grand, from units with tenants." "That's wonderful," I said. "Don't patronize me." He leaned in. "If you'd joined us instead of chasing Wall Street fantasies, you'd have something to show. I bought 2 properties this year. Generational wealth." Dad set his phone down like a gavel. "You're 30, still renting that tiny place, driving that Honda, working 80-hour weeks for a maybe bonus. For what?" "My life fits me," I said. "That's the problem," Mom said, shaking her head. "You settle for fine while your brother thrives." Silence pooled. In the corner, the muted television murmured, CNBC, as always. A red banner crept along the bottom, the kind that means someone somewhere is about to swallow their words. I reached for the remote. The volume jumped before my thumb found the button. "Breaking," the anchor said, eyes bright as if she'd won a prize. "After months of rumor, the market's mystery outlier, known only as Any, has been unmasked by a mandatory SEC filing." Dad groaned. "Turn that off. We're having a conversation." Caleb stared at the screen. "Wait." "NA," the anchor continued, "is 30-year-old Nora Elise Medina, portfolio manager and founder of Medina Capital. Reported personal stake, $3.1 billion. The room contracted, like the air itself took a step back. I cut another bite of salmon. "Over 7 years," the voice went on, "Medina compounded returns north of 200% annually, using early-stage venture bets, options hedges, and unnervingly accurate trend detection. Among holdings, double-digit positions in 12 blue chips, first outside money in a major EV maker, timely pharma plays, 4 correctly timed corrections." Mom's hand climbed to her necklace. "Nora," she whispered, "you're building on the screen." The shot flipped to a glass tower I knew well, the one with my name on the deed. Reporters churned at its doors. Phones trembled on the table. Mine lit, then Dad's, then Mom's. Caleb's buzzed again. "They're saying you're..." "Historic," Mom said, reading. "There's a line to invest. 10 million minimum, invitation only." Caleb's voice went paper-thin. "This can't be real." "It is," I said. He gave a breathy laugh. "You still drive a Honda." "It runs." The anchor cut to a street correspondent. "Medina also owns significant Manhattan real estate and a Tribeca residence purchased in cash 3 years ago. Sources confirm a press conference tomorrow." Dad swallowed. "Is this true?" I set down my fork. "Which part?" Silence answered for him. Dad's phone vibrated across the linen like a trapped insect. He silenced it and looked smaller than the patriarch he performed. "What do we do now?" he asked. "Eat," I said. "Then live your lives. I'll live mine." Caleb's laugh frayed. "I called you a middleman." "You did." I set down my napkin. "You're good at what you do. If you want more, I'm spinning up a real estate trust. 2 million base, bonuses if you hit targets. You'd report to me." He studied his glass. "You'd still drive that Honda." "It gets me where I'm going." Mom found her voice. "Would you invest in the family business?" "No." I kept my tone gentle. "Your returns are solid but capped. My mandate is outperformance, not sentiment." Dad winced. "So it's just math." "It's math with people folded inside." I took her hand. "I never needed you to understand models. I needed you to stop mistaking quiet for small." The anchor prattled about the Medina effect as tickers climbed. My phone buzzed. Security, reporters at Tribeca, press at the tower. I should go, I said, rising. Tomorrow I'll make a statement. Short, boring, true. Caleb pushed back his chair. About the job. Sleep on it, I said. The offer expires at sunrise. At the door, Mom's eyes brimmed. We were proud of the wrong things. You were proud of what you could count, I said. Count this. I love you. I'm still me. Night inhaled the house. The Honda started on the first turn. As I pulled away, the radio droned about markets and miracles. I let the words pass through me, leaving only open road, city lights, and the clean arithmetic of forward.